Hello, my leaders, my Aries. It's Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with your October 2018 general reading. I'm very excited to see what Spirit has to show you with regards to what you could look forward to for the month of October. For those of you who have been following, you know that we've been discussing how important it is to clear the clutter and get things out of the way so that they don't impede on our harvest. On all of the work and all of the long suffering that you've experienced in your life, it is now time for you to reap the rewards associated with all that you have endured. With all that you have endured. 2 more shuffles, my love. And we'll get straight to it. I hope you guys are doing well and having a wonderful weekend and ready for this full moon on Monday. Make sure you set your intentions as to what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want, so that the universe can bless you according to your request. That's right, Aries. That's right, Aries. Aries! Aries! Aries, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Aries. Damn it, Aries. You said, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I know you don't think you're about to come up in my space and start disrupting my life and the lives of my children and those whom I love. You see this sword in my hand? It's always ready. So if you want to come any closer, be my guest. And then the universe said, thank you, because we gave you that authority for a reason. This is also confirmation that I'm speaking to my lovely light workers, of whom need their private readings. You have made a commitment to yourself. Some of you have decided to go back to school, get a higher education. You've decided to further your knowledge with regards to whatever it is that you're doing already. Some of you have some contracts coming up with regards to the work that you already do that will result in the 10 of Pentacles. Because you understand the concept of give and take. You've observed all of your relationships and you know the people who love to take, and give absolutely nothing back and will keep you in the dust as long as they can. And you said, oh, hell no. Congratulations, Aries. Your October is looking mad wonderful. And justice. Oh, you're going to get what's fair to you. You hear me? Whoever has come against you, tried to dirty up your name, tried to come against you and try to make you look like a bad person or giving you any difficulties or, just being nasty spirited for nothing, you're going to get the justice that you deserve. And I'm not talking about that earthly justice. And you got the Ace of Wands. So for those of you who have been feeling like you've been in a rut and like you don't know what your creative niche is in life, you're going to find out what that is very soon. Very soon. And you're going to dig in. And once you get in, it's going to be like you're going to have a hammer in your hand. And just right away, you're just going to build a house. And you're going to be like, how the hell did I do that? Well, because you've been doing it in all your past lifetimes. And it's just all coming back. And that's because you exerted your power by setting boundaries with people who do not understand the concept of give and take, which is very important. You must understand the concept of give and take in any relationship. I don't care what type of relationship it is. You let things die that needed to die so that things in you that needed to live could live. And guess what lived? Look, it's in the same column. I'm talking about that granddaddy money. That money that you could leave to your children, a legacy. Where money is never an issue. You're traveling. You're living in the home that you want to. You're driving the car that you want to. Not so that you could be egotistical, but so that you could live a life of comfort. The lives that we were meant to live. We're not meant to be living a life of lack. That is not the way Spirit designed it from the beginning. Not only that, look at this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is financially stable, and not only financially stable, but knows what to do with their money. See, it's like I explained this before. It's one thing to have money and not know what to do with it, and you'll just lose it right away. And it's another thing to have money and know exactly what to do with it so that it's always a part of your life. You're never asking, well, how much is this and how much is that? And that's not an issue, so that you could focus on your light work. See this little black cat in the front? See the little black cat in the front? That's you, Aries, whoever this is resonating with. I'm going to go show you mine, who's scratching on the back door. Here she is. She's just a baby. And she's the sweetest thing ever. She wakes us up in the morning. She acts like she knows us better than we do. So I recommend that you light workers go ahead and get a cat. The blacker the better. Okay? I also got lucky and was given a dog. She's like a part Chihuahua, Pomeranian mix. Some would call her a mutt, but I call her a jewel. And she's pitch black as well, and her name is Pearl, because she's like a black pearl. Sweet as ever. But we have to keep her outside, because the moment that you start petting her, she starts peeing. Anyway, back to you. See, the reason why you've been blessed like this, Aries, is because even though we are the leaders and even though we are strong, we've had to carry a lot on our shoulders throughout our whole lives. And y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of you have had parents that, no matter what you did, you just couldn't please them, and you just long suffered with this parent by constantly trying to prove yourself to this parent, and this parent never gave you the time of day. It broke your heart on a daily basis, but what you did was you long suffered, and you continued to do whatever you could to please this person, and that was never going to happen, but you still tried, and you still tried, and you know what it taught you? It taught you love, and it taught you love in its highest form. And love is the highest vibration that leaves a sweet taste in the universe's mouth, and that is why you are getting all of this reward. Your October is going to be glorious. Mark my words. I recommend all of you watching this right now say, it is so. With regards to relationships, intimate relationships, many of you have walked away from relationships that you've been in a long time. Either you walked away or the other party walked away because you ignored the individual, because you realized that they were using and did not understand the concept of give and take. And they're now on a quest to find that ninth cup. Because the Nine of Cups represents happiness. But let's see if they find it. It doesn't matter. Because we're not looking back, are we, Aries? We're looking forward. Living in the present. But for some of you who have recently made this move, a lot of you feel some anxiety. Well, put those swords down, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and rethink how important you think those swords are, because those swords represent thought. And don't forget, the person that you were with had to spend a lot of time trying to crack your shell by confusing the hell out of you on a regular basis so that they could passively aggressively control everything about you, even though you're an Aries, so that they could get what they wanted out of you. And either you walked away or they walked away. Now, if they walked away, you're the one feeling full of anxiety. Well, why? They did you a favor. They certainly weren't giving you what you were giving them. And you must ask yourself if what I just said is true or not. Judgment. Well, we know what judgment means in the human sense. Well, there's a little bit of that there too. But in the spiritual sense, this card means that something has to end in order for something to begin. So for many of you who are getting ready to see all of these blessings that I showed you in October, you know that the ending of unhealthy relationships has to come about before you get all of that abundance. You are the Empress. You are that beautiful woman who can give birth to any situation whenever you want to. So do not be afraid, baby, because you can give birth to whatever situation that you want to give birth to. You're a manifester is what you are. But some of you still feel heartbroken. And I understand that transitions come with a plethora of emotions. And emotions are there for a reason. However, they are not there to control our behavior. And as long as you know that, that's what matters to me. I understand heartache. And Aries, you're no stranger to it either. Still hurts, and I get it. I really do. However, you're resilient. So get up, dust yourself off, and walk toward that 10 of Pentacles. Do not give what is in the past your energy. Give what is coming to you and coming towards you, what belongs to you. Focus on that. Give that your energy, and it'll be in your hands before you know it. If it isn't already for some of you Aries. And you've been given the Ace of Swords, a new way of thinking, a new way of perceiving situations. The things that were important to you a year ago, you look back and you laugh, because now you are so much more spiritually developed that you know that your objectives today are so much more fruitful and so much more important than the objectives that you had in the past. In closing you out, Aries, some of you have a decision to make. Some of you are juggling. And this is regarding your happy home. Are you going to stay with someone who does not understand the concept of give and take? Do you think that you can spend all of your time juggling what they say and what they do and think that what they're saying is actually valuable? Because if they're breaking your heart, nothing that they're saying is valuable. But you'll see that in October, because you've been given the Ace of Swords for October. So with that being said, my Aries, for those of you who are interested in a private reading, you may contact me via my website, which is embedded in every upload. You could visit my Facebook page, and the name of my Facebook page is Tarot Readings from Beyond. You can also email me at tarotreadingsfrombeyond@gmail.com. With that being said, my Aries, congratulations, just as I said to Scorpio. So if you have a sun, moon, or rising in Scorpio, I recommend that you watch that video as well. With that being said, my lovely Aries, I will talk to you soon, and namaste.